I think that's one of the neatest things about the Taos News. I mean, we have this pedigree of history of over 60 years in Taos, but he's taken that and really raised the bar as far as both in terms of advertising solutions for our clients and our customers, and also in terms of aggressively covering the community.
Well, he runs a paper that's a community paper. It doesn't try to make friends, but it doesn't try to be a nasty paper either. We try to build community, and Chris is very good at that.
But I think the paper is special because it's just not just one segment of the audience, it covers the whole gamut. As we all know, Taos is diverse, and on that diversity I think you see in the pages of the Taos News every week.
Chris understands that a community newspaper like the Taos News has to be of and for the community and totally engaged.
He's the kind of person who believes that newspapers need to be the pillar of democracy in their community, state, and country. And not all newspaper publishers believe that anymore. They're thinking more of the bottom line. And I know that if you run a good paper, the paper is successful. And I've been to recently many newspaper conventions where everybody's sitting around complaining about how bad business is. And it's hard for me to believe that those people in the Taos News are actually on the same planet, because the Taos News is doing really, really well.
His dedication to the Taos News is far and above what most publishers put in for a newspaper that they don't own. Chris acts like he owns it. He wants to be successful, and he wants to hit the goals not only financially but in productivity and in what the product is going to look like.
Our industry, you know, it's a hard industry as far as you know, trying to stay on top of revenue and what revenue we bring in. And Chris does a great job. He treats the company like if it's his home, like he would treat his home.
So that's why I think he has a good staff, because everybody is working towards the same goal. He insists on that.
You know, he leads by example. Being a publisher of a paper, you would think that Chris would leave on Fridays at 2 or 3 in the afternoon and be like, bye, see you later. But no, Chris is here till 5.
He's got a motor that doesn't stop. You know, he is a very driven and passionate leader, and he uses positivity very well.
Chris brings a depth of knowledge that most publishers don't have, and that he has editorial experience, production experience, sales experience, management experience. And so Chris is very effective with his team, and he's very successful. He's one of the most successful weekly publishers that I know.
Chris figured out early on that it was easier to sell advertising in a great paper than a mediocre one.
Chris Baker has been an extraordinary journalist and publisher during a very difficult time in the newspaper business. He has made the Taos News successful both financially and by winning 8 times in the last 11 years the top newspaper in the nation award from the National Newspaper Association.
Chris Baker has literally done the impossible. Not the hard, not the difficult, but the impossible. He not only kept this paper surviving, he has, over the past 18 years, made it thrive. We are thriving today as a publication, and we are well positioned for the future. And that's because of Chris Baker.
Chris is an effective leader. He doesn't just deliver the bottom line. He wants his newspaper to be the very best that it can be, whether it's in newspaper association competitions or in every other way. He wants his paper to be tops.
He's relentless. He never stops. He's constantly going, and he's always looking at the next opportunity and anticipating the next challenges on the financial side. And that's what, you know, when you have virtually every other newspaper in America has had some level of staff reductions. We see these headlines and depressing news about our industry and the challenges it has. We haven't had that. And a large part of that is due to his leadership and his vision for what this paper can do for our community, our advertisers, and our employees.
We're in here for the long haul. Unfortunately, some newspapers retreat. They retreat, they're pulling back. We're doing the opposite. We're investing to make the paper better.
He is constantly driving us towards success, and he's not afraid to push, but he does it in a very positive way. He expects a lot out of us, but he rewards us, and he's always there. He's always there to help, and I very much appreciate that.
We're here today to honor Chris Baker, who's going to be inducted into the Publisher Hall of Fame for the New Mexico Press Association.
I think Chris Baker is very deserving of this award. He dedicates his life to the newspaper business. He has done that for many years at the Taos News as well as with other companies.
Congratulations, Chris. This award is well deserved, and we wish you the best.
Congratulations to you. This is a wonderful honor, and it's well deserved.
Chris Baker is my hero.